Tank is over. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do, take us the rest of the way.
Pull over. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah, Calvin was there. Okay, Calvin was there. Okay. I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
In the corner between rounds in Gervonta Davis's latest bout with Lamont Cobra Jr., a leaked audio recording showed a heated confrontation between Davis and his trainer, Calvin Ford, as Ford tried to wipe perspiration from Davis's face and give advice. Davis cut me off, saying, "You must stop and listen to me." This incident added to the night's controversies, which included a contentious ninth-round sequence in which Davis took a knee citing hair grease in his eyes, but the referee did not rule it a knockdown. It also highlighted a rare public display of frustration from Davis towards his longtime trainer, raising the possibility of communication problems during the fight. After Tank Davis's most recent fight, there was a noteworthy incident involving him and his longtime trainer, Calvin Ford. As the fight came to an end, Ford seemed to try to give Davis a congratulatory hug, but Davis seemed to avoid this gesture and instead move on to interact with other people ringside. Since the two have had difficulties recently, rumors of possible tensions within the Davis-Ford collaboration have been stoked by this public display of distancing. Reports of a professional separation between Davis and Ford surfaced about 3.
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, fuck out of here, nigga. Oop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, what, and he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see?
Addressed the matter, saying that people frequently don't understand my suffering, my beliefs, and my feelings about various issues. But I do have that understanding. At the same time, Davis shared his thoughts on the split, highlighting a desire for personal development and new career paths. He said that the fewer people you hang out with, the fewer issues you face. Calvin Ford Tank in the battle against Lamont Roach. According to Davis's trainer, one of the main reasons Tank didn't step up his game as much as he should have was that he missed chances to dominate and instead kept the fight competitive. According to Ford, Tank has always preferred punishing opponents above merely securing knockouts, but he didn't make as big of an impression in this bout as he could have. Although both fighters were taking calculated risks, Tank didn't push the pace or impose his will like he had in past fights. There were times when Tank could have done more to distance himself from Roach, but the fight remained close. Roach, on the other hand, stepped up and demonstrated his skill, making the fight more difficult. In the end, Ford acknowledged Roach's preparation and tenacity, pointing out that he took shots that would have hurt most fighters.
Rapping gets hard.
The lesson was that Tank could have done more to secure a clearer victory rather than letting the fight be as close as it was. Ford seemed to imply that sometimes a tough fight is necessary to refocus and get back to the level where Tank belonged.
Just for a little bit, and we'll fix that. But nevertheless, I think that made that fight a go.
This question is for Coach Calvin Ford. This is Matt from Brunch Boxing. Now, we know that Tank has talked in the past about retiring, leaving the game of boxing. As someone that's had Tank since basically he was a puppet, you praised him as a boxer and a man. What would you like to see Tank do after tonight?
I'd like to see Tank to do what he wanted to do. I said it the last press conference. I gotta understand, them guys been doing it since they put this fight energized.
fact he backstage right now talking about he want a rematch.
Backstage, you want to go to the gym right now.
Yes, that's what he said. So I think that time stuff.
Connection between the Tank and boxing fans have been talking a lot about Davis and his longtime trainer Calvin Ford lately. One particularly noteworthy incident that fueled this speculation was during a recent fight when Davis seemed to avoid Ford's attempt at a post-fight embrace by choosing to interact with others ringside instead. This gesture did not go unnoticed, and fans and analysts began to wonder about the current status of their partnership. Reactions to this incident were all over social media. One Twitter user, Nathan Earl, pointed out that he had made Calvin Ford his second trainer, and that during the fight, he told him to stop telling him what to do.
I gotta ask this question in the sense that you said California was married as well. You said before the fight that you wanted to see him take his game to another level. What didn't he do in this fight that that you felt he could have done and whatnot, and pretty much open the fight up to being a draw?
Well, like I said again, they've been knowing each other since they put in Roach. He stepped up for the card. He stepped up. You know what I'm saying? Again, Tank history. I always sit there and tell you, I don't like knockouts. I like punishment. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes things gotta happen to make you get back to where you belong with it. You know what I'm saying? And that was a good, skillful ass fight. Skillful. Both of them would take certain chances. Some would take chances. You know what I'm saying? We seen it was like we was on a boat and it was just like this, you know. But like we thought he could have did more.
Thought he could have did more, and hat off to Lamont Roach. You know, he was prepared. There were shots that he took that the average person would have went out on, and he took pretty much Tank was setting on an uppercut. And he threw it, and he was able to catch some of those uppercuts. So yeah, you got to give him credit.
I knew it was going to be a bad night because Tank has never won a fight without Calvin as the champion. Every time Tank has won a fight, it's been immediately after Calvin gave him instructions. Trying to be bigger than the program never works. This tweet highlights worries that Davis's decision to demote Ford could negatively impact his performance in the ring. The two have a strong bond that has helped Davis rise in the boxing world. Throughout Davis's career, Ford has been more than just a trainer. He was a mentor and a guiding force. Any perceived rift between them could have a significant impact on both their personal relationship and Davis's future performances in Tank. During his recent fight with Lamont Roach Jr., Davis and his longtime trainer Calvin Ford had a noteworthy incident. As Ford tried to offer advice, Davis interrupted, saying, "You got to stop and listen to me." The audio recording of the exchange quickly went viral, igniting conversations about possible discord in the Davis-Ford relationship. Concerns about Davis's behavior were voiced by fans and observers. Such responses draw attention to the perceived attention and raise concerns about the dynamics between the fighter and his trainer. Marcos Ville tweeted that Tank telling Calvin to listen to him was disrespectful.
My journey's crazy. That's why I said that. I said, yo, you can't write this, man. You cannot write this. My experience being gone, and all the stuff that I went through, preparing me for where I'm at today. You know, that Tank is over. He had the lessons, getting his lessons of what he got to do, take us the rest of the way. And this is just take us the rest of the way fight.
The incident has drawn a lot of criticism, with many people highlighting how crucial communication and respect are in a fighter-trainer relationship. Some believe that Davis's public rejection of Ford's advice has undermined the trust and teamwork that have been essential to his success. Although the precise causes of this exchange are still unknown, it has unquestionably brought attention to the internal dynamics of Davis's camp, and as the boxing community continues to analyze this incident, the future of the Davis-Ford partnership is still a topic of intense interest and concern. Ford said that his involvement in Davis's career had come to an end, and that he had taught him everything he could. He also said that Davis had learned the lessons he needed from their time together and that it was time for him to pursue his career on his own. Ford characterized their partnership as an incredible adventure, showcasing their accomplishments and development over time. This revelation has generated debate in the boxing community regarding how their split will affect Davis's future performances. Given the significant influence Ford had on Davis's boxing skills, both fans and pundits are interested to see how he would manage his career without his mentorship.
I'm hoping that he do what I needed to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push that, so I can see different levels. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the the training camp, how was it? Or you said you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it? Splitting the time. How's it going to be splitting the time to
No,
come
this
Saturday
is something
night?
that we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I gotta do is speak. Then take out history since he was a kid.
Ford, Calvin Tank's lifelong trainer. Even though he wasn't present at Davis's training camp, Davis has always been a staunch supporter of his protege. Before Davis's most recent fight against Lamont Roach Jr., Ford said he was expecting a great performance from Davis and thought he had the skills and mentality to win by a majority draw, which was not what Davis or his coaching staff had anticipated. The fight was full of unexpected obstacles, including a contentious ninth-round incident in which Davis took a knee and claimed that his vision was impaired by hair grease, a move that the referee did not consider a knockdown. Ford remained supportive, recognizing the unanticipated obstacles that surfaced during the fight and stressing the value of resiliency and learning from such situations, which strengthened his faith in Davis's ability to overcome obstacles and carry on his ascent in the boxing world.
Little break in between you guys not being, was there kind of like a family fondness where
No, he came to see me. Dad, slow down, I'm worrying about you because, boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me. Both of y'all know me very well.
Yeah.
No, I spend time with my amateurs all the time. That's my peace. And he know when I go spend time with my peace, I'm going through things. You know what I'm saying? When he was there, at least I know where he was at. Because it was something that we didn't do. It was something that we normally do. Y'all with me? And it was good for us to tell you the truth. Because when I stepped back in the head biggest game and I haven't been there, it brought back so much memories. When we first started off, and him saying all this working together, he was happy. And at the end of the day, what it's about, the fight.
Since Calvin Ford did not supervise Davis's training for the most recent bout with Lamont Roach Jr., there was a lot of conjecture over a possible breakup between the two. Despite not being in Davis's corner for this fight, Ford explained that he was spending time training amateur boxers, a pursuit that he finds extremely fulfilling. He stated that he expected Davis to put up a strong fight, but the fight ended in a majority draw, which neither Davis nor his team had hoped for. This outcome has heightened debates regarding how Ford's absence affected Davis's performance and the direction of his boxing career going forward.